Pisces, hi, welcome to your read for mid-May 2022. We're going to look at the tarot for you, and we're also going to pull a dragon oracle card for you at the end of the read for your universal advice. These are general reads, so take what resonates, leave the rest for everybody else, and try to make this work. You got to sit over here, buddy. There you go. So these are general reads. Take what resonates, leave the rest for everybody else. If you like your own personal read, my email's in the description below, as well as all my social media links if you just like to follow me there. He rarely makes appearances anymore, doesn't he? Okay. Knight of Swords crossed by the Queen of Swords here. What's going on here, Pisces? What's up with all these cards? Four Swords. For your general energy, Four Swords here. Still a little bit of healing to go here for you, Pisces. But I feel like this is the strongest card. So this is kind of like you coming out of a little healing phase, and this is kind of coming out. This is a very colorful read for you, Pisces. Knight of Swords now is like you really pushing forward on some sort of quest here. You're questing for some sort of balance when it comes to your love life, because the Queen of Swords is challenged here. I'm challenged. Are you trying to be challenging? He's purring. How cute. You have the Queen of Swords here. Challenging this Knight of Swords. And I feel like it's just your energy of trying to find something that's balanced when it comes to love. Now, the Queen of Swords doesn't really play, does she? She wants something that's serious, that shows up, and it's going to be fair. It's going to be balanced. There's justice attached to it as well, too. Some of you feel like you're demanding justice from the universe here as well with that. But it's a little bit challenging. Why you're here at this read? Well, you're here because the Four of Wands. You want something balanced. It's an easy read for me today, Pisces. And that's good that it's an easy read, because this cat's really annoying and he's super big. And you have the Empress here on the other side of this Queen of Swords, who's opposing the Lovers here. Now, like, the Lovers is in the future energies, but the Empress here is all alone in the past. So, like, you've been doing the work here. Like, my Pisces, if you've been with me on this channel since when I started last August, I know the Pisces have been doing the work. Congratulations with this Empress here. I feel like it's confirmation that you've been doing the work. And in the Strength is King of Cups. Emotionally, you're sound. You're ready to give love to somebody here. I just think it probably hasn't shown up or manifested in a way yet. And then here we have the Lovers, Gemini energy. There is something showing up, and it's showing up in a very nice, like, I get very, because this is the tattoo tarot, so it's the very 50s vibe. It's very, very nice vibes. It's very sweet, romantic type stuff going on here. Now, with the Lovers, there's always a little bit of a challenge for them, because they have to cross that volcano, on the other type of tarot deck that a lot of you have. You know that they have to cross that volcano to get there. And I feel like the Pisces, you've done that. You've been crossing that challenging threshold to get to this partner here. Now, what's happening here, what the universe is kind of like hiding from you, what's being hidden is the Knight of Wands. Page of Wands. It's a little bit of learning left to go. In what? Let's see. Well, what the universe is doing here is there is the Chariot. So for some of you, the universe keeps kind of snapping you out, snapping you in, snapping you out, snapping you in. Whatever this process is of you healing and trying to find some sort of like soul love connection, I feel like you feel this constant pull back and forth, back and forth. Some of you might want to check where you have Rahu Ketu in your Vedic astrology, because the houses is going to give you a good idea. The house, the nakshatra, and then you check the pada of what those are pulling you, which direction they're pulling you into. And I feel like the universe is doing this thing where it's pulling your light and shadow energies, right? Especially if you have first and seventh house, right? So the relationships are delayed, that type stuff. They're delayed for a good reason, though. It's not like you don't get the desire because, wherever K2, if K2 is in your seventh, you do get that desire. And it's coming because the Lovers is here. I said it's coming. You have 10 of Cups here in your hopes and fears. You want something nice, the good. This is a very sweet read. It's very simple. It's coming. All 11 zodiac signs might have wanted to hear that. It's coming. There's something coming your way here when it comes to love situations. I'm also hearing with this Chariot. I heard it when I first saw the Chariot, and it just kind of came and snapped me back. Some of you might be moving overseas. That's going to be a prominent thing for you, and that's when you find love, when you move overseas. Some of you might want to check your chart as well. Some of you are possibly not finding love close to you. You might find love in a faraway place on some sort of travel. It's a 98% chance that if you talk to an astrologer and they tell you, yeah, your chances of finding love overseas is a lot better. Travel should be on your checklist here of things to do, especially if you're looking for love. You have the 10 of Cups here in the hopes and fears, and I feel like you're never going to have this emotional fulfillment. Don't think that way. 8 of Wands there, and the future best outcome is communication. But it's communication with action. You have action here. You have somebody that's communicating with you and creating some sort of action. When it comes to that communication, it's creating action in your life. And, that is Sagittarius, so that's definitely like travel. I think some of you might have to move overseas to literally find love situations. Some of you might think I'm nuts, but, let's look at astrology for real, right? Some of you find better love situations overseas than you would in your own neighborhood there that you've never left since you were a child. Let's pull a dragon oracle for your advice before we close out the read. These dragon oracles were gifted to me by a friend here in Japan. I can read the kanjis and the katakanas. It's just reading them in the onyomi, kunyomi is a little difficult, but I know all the symbols, and I did the research on the symbols I didn't know. So we'll see here. We'll see what the Pisces gets. This one's good. Oh, look. Yo kami ni naru toki. So yeah, you're gonna become a god. But this is also kind of like when I look at this. This is funny. When I look at this, I get sun vibes. I get Leo vibes, right? So what that means is this is the time you become a god. And I look at that as kind of like 12th house stuff like I was talking about. So some of you want to move overseas. And when you move overseas is when you get closer to God. I literally mean that. Some of you have that in your chart. I've done personal reads for a lot of you since August. And a lot of you have this stuff. And then, like I said earlier, 98% of you, like after I've told a client When you move overseas, that's when you'll find a job opportunity. When you move overseas, that's when you'll find a love opportunity. Sometimes it takes us to move, right? We got to move. And the Eight of Wands is Sag, and Sag is Jupiter, and it's movement, and it's overseas. It's also 8. What does the 8th house have to do with it? Well, those are considered like... Well, I don't want to say that because then you guys are going to flip out on the comments. But anyways, 8th and 12th house are significant here. You might want to try to figure out what was going on in those in your charts with your rising sign. Other than that, yeah, you will become successful when it comes to love situations here. I don't see a specific person here showing up. You've got almost all the signs here. Very interesting read because it's not really giving me that of a person showing up. More so is that you're going to manifest this person showing up in your life somehow, some way. And maybe that's why I felt the need to talk about astrology. I'm literally, I've got better things to do than sell myself. I don't make my money from tarot or astrology, trust me. So, anyways, that's all I got for you, Pisces. My cat's bored. I'm bored. Are you bored? Come back, come back. Come back. That's all I got for you. I'll see you guys again next week. Bye, Pisces.